Yeah, so episode 4. Welcome back to the Degen 101 podcast. I'm going to host today. My name's Jason. And then in the right corner, I have Calories, Logan. And then in the left corner, I have Mandingy. And then in the third corner, I have Rob.
That's
Say
why
hi,
I don't get a real name. Fuck you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, first time we've used the fucking gamer tags here.
Oh no, James is Mandingy to me.
That
You
is
know
true.
what?
Yeah,
That's
James
fair.
is Mandingy.
I've had more people start calling me James lately, and it's like kind of jarring.
I like
Yeah.
to. I like to think that's my effect on your life.
Like there are people that have called me something else my entire life that I've known them, and they call me James now, and it's weird.
I mean, I'm a big first name guy, and I feel like I started calling you James a lot, and more people just started doing it. So
Yeah.
This is coming from the guy who wanted to play the nickname game.
That is-
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is true. Because I think that'd be funny. I think for having a year where you have a nickname that you can't control, and you get called your real name or a nickname, I think that's really funny, and I think that's a great idea.
Really.
And the entire
dumb.
time I listened to the other podcast I got it from Do It, I was laughing my ass off. I think it was so funny.
It's like, hey, small cock. Like,
Dude, one of them. So one of them was like, the guy who's like, he's like, I was thinking about you. What do I know about you? You're small and you're the president of our company because you want a thing. So I think your nickname should be Little Trump. And I just lost my fucking mind. It was so funny.
Lil Trump.
Yeah, it's on the Regulation podcast. This is what I listen to a lot, so they're pretty funny.
Yeah.
Anyways, you wanted to open this episode. Sorry, we kind of hijacked it, Jason.
No,
What's going on?
no, it's fine. I love tangents. So I wanted to kind of open up with a story because I had a little bit of an eventful morning yesterday. So for those who don't know, the day we're recording this is the day after the Nintendo Switch 2 launch. So I copped my pre-order like pretty much right when they became available. And Target was just not updating. They weren't giving us anything. So the day the Switch launches, I wake up at like 9 in the morning. I check it. Still hasn't shipped yet. So I'm like, okay, all right, whatever. And then I'm like looking through the app and I'm like, my Target stores have Switches in stock. Like they do. So I'm like, do I go to Target now, buy a Switch and cancel my pre-order? It hasn't shipped yet. Everything should be fine. So I do that. I get up, I get dressed, and I head out, and I drive to my local Target. And they're like, "Are you looking for a Switch?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah, I am." And they're like, "All right, buddy, go to the game counter. They have Switches there." So as I'm walking, gaming. So as I'm walking up, I'm like, "All right, cool. This is in the bag. So I'm gonna cancel my Target pre-order." So I go in, I cancel it. I say that I'm buying it in a Target store. I'm like, I'm good. As I'm walking to the game counter, immediately I get an email back from Target going like, haha, loser, we're not going to cancel this. You have to wait. So I'm like, and at that point I get up to the counter. So now I have to have this awkward conversation of like, I was here for a Switch and like, but I have a Target pre-order that I thought I could cancel. And they kind of gave me like that opened mouth, closed teeth, like, ew.
like
I'm like, yeah. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? It's whatever. I'm going to take it as a sign that, like I should just wait for it to come in. I'm a grown adult. I can wait 2 days. So I actually at that point, I really didn't know how long I was waiting because I wasn't getting a exact window. It hadn't shipped yet. So I got home that day. And then I think like maybe an hour or two later, I got an update that like the shipping label was created and I was getting a more accurate timeline. But, yeah, that was my morning. I know the Switch 2 is going to be relevant for a minute, so I wanted to bring that up.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Now we can put in the tags.
What
Yeah.
I'm hearing, James, is that we were wow, I can't talk. We were an email getting sent 5 minutes later from one of us getting shipped an extra Switch 2.
Well,
That's what I took from that story.
you're implying that
Can you
Jason just
repeat that
happened to
again?
give us the Switch, but
Yeah, I know. That was the sure.
if for $500 maybe, like.
Well, no, because
Yeah.
if I couldn't cancel my pre-order, so I wasn't walking out of there with a Switch because I knew I was getting one. I can afford one. I can't afford two.
Well, what I'm saying is, I was gonna be like, I was gonna be like, yeah, we were one email being sent 10 minutes later from a second Switch being in circulation in Jason's life.
General vicinity, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if anything, what I would have done if I really wanted it is I would have, because my nephew is in town, I would have offered to sell it to them at like a very discounted price.
It's like, oh, like $300 and it's yours. It's like,
Yeah, but I talked to my sister about it, and it just wasn't in the cards right now. So I'm like, I'll wait a couple days. They also just ran out of the Mario Kart bundle, so I technically would have been losing money anyway.
yeah.
We could have had the official Teacher 101 Switch 2.
Yeah, I mean, we have Rob's.
I mean, Rob has one.
Yeah, you have mine.
And you have
Which
my
I can share the story of how I got that.
Yeah, let's hear Rob's story.
Yeah.
Yeah, so story of how I got that. It's it's Wednesday, day before the Switch 2 release. Best Buy, local Best Buy is doing the midnight release. Mm-hmm. So, me and Jason, actually, I mean, you guys know Cap too. But he works at that Best Buy. So he's like giving me updates and whatever, because I couldn't get a pre-order. I fucked up this, that, the other thing, whatever. I wasn't able to get a pre-order. I wasn't ready to go. I didn't fully commit.
It was like,
anyway.
If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. It's like,
that exactly was my fucking fucking idea. And that was my idea going into Wednesday night as well. So I was like, you know what? If I get a Switch 2, I get a Switch 2. It's not a big deal if I don't. They're gonna be like all over the place anyway, right?
Right.
Probably, maybe. I don't know. I had to be sure. So I'm having Cap send me updates and just trying to like gauge out whether I should actually go over and try to go over to Best Buy, because I was working 1 to 9, so I get out at 9 o'clock. And then I go to the gym afterwards. And obviously Dana and I get to talking because we fucking waste time talking all the goddamn time. It's not wasting time. I love talking with Dana. And it's just...
Breaking news, Rob loves talking with his girlfriend. The world is shocked.
Humble brag. Very sorry. No, I get super...
Does she listen to the podcast?
Super... Yes, she does. I get super fucking distracted. No, I'm not going to get fucked over on that one. I get super fucking distracted, and she'll attest to this. We're literally sitting at one machine at the gym for like almost 45 minutes because we got to talking. And we sat at the machine for way too fucking long. We're a bunch of fucking assholes. So we get out of the gym, and Cap gives me a call, and he's like, so I went over there, I checked it out. He's like, they got a line to like such and such amount of place. I'm like, okay. I'm like, that's kind of doable. I'm like, I have a reasonable chance to get a Switch. So I drop Dana off. I drive over to the Best Buy. I get there around 11:15. The line is like, there's 2 lines. So the one is the superior people who've got their pre-orders and are all sitting nice and comfy and know they're getting the Switch at the end of the night. Mm-hmm. The other line stretches all the way from the front of the Best Buy past the BJ's next door and like halfway down almost to the end of the BJ's building. So I'm like,
wow.
I'm like, this is a pretty long line. But also there were like parts where it was kind of spaced out, and then there were parts where people were a little bit clumped together, and I was like, it's like a toss-up. I'm like, I could sit here for a couple hours and not get a Switch. But I could also sit for a couple hours and walk away with a Switch. So I'm sitting there debating it, and there are a couple guys fall in the line after me. I get to talking with them. I don't even notice the time passing. At some point, one of the employees comes around. They're giving out like tickets and stuff. So they give out this ticket, and they're basically just like, oh yes, this is as good as you can get for one guaranteed Switch 2. Fucking me and the 3 guys that I'm talking to behind me, we get the last 4 Mario Kart bundles.
Wow.
Yeah. It was 1, and then the guy behind me goes, oh, how many Mario Kart bundles left? 3. Bam, bam, bam. I'm like, dude.
You couldn't
like,
script it. You just couldn't.
You couldn't. No, it was perfect. It was perfect. I would have felt really bad if one of those guys didn't get the Mario Kart bundle, because they're all very cool. They're very cool guys. But anyway, so we're waiting on this line, slowly waiting on this line. Cap comes by because he's got nothing better to do on a fucking Wednesday night. Not that he needed to go to work in the morning. So he comes by. We're shooting the shit. We're hanging out. Whatever. And then I think it was like 1:45 in the morning at this point. We're slowly inching up towards the front of the building. And I'm holding this piece of paper that is guaranteed one Nintendo Switch. So I'm like, I can't leave the fucking line. I'm getting a Switch.
Yep.
It's 1:45 in the morning. I'm an old man. I'm usually in bed by then, if I'm not being stupid. So, I'm sitting here in front of a Best Buy at 1:45 in the morning. Cap's like, "Yo, I gotta go to bed. I gotta go to work in the morning. I'm heading out." I'm like, "All right, dude, do your thing. You should have left a while ago. If you know, like." He's like, "Yeah, but if I go home, I'm not gonna sleep anyway." Fair. I had company for a while because Cap doesn't sleep properly. Same as you, Logan.
I was gonna say relatable.
Seems to be a trend in our friend group, to be honest. You know.
Yeah.
I'm so tired. I'm going to sleep in for so long tonight. I can't even. I am so excited. I look forward to not to cut you off. I look forward to Friday nights. So I'm like, oh shit, I get to sleep more than like 4 hours or 5 hours.
Yeah, and I'll be at
I
work
can't
in 12
fucking
hours,
wait.
asshole.
Oh man.
I can't fucking dude. 8 to 5 is winning over here apparently. Anyways, go ahead.
So Cap takes off and he's like, "What time do you think you're gonna get out of here?" I'm like, I don't know, ballpark. Like, I'll probably be home like 2:30. 2:30, I'm standing in front of the doors at Best Buy. 2:45, I'm back at home, Switch 2 in hand. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna set this thing up. I'm gonna let it go do its thing. I take it out of the bag, and I go, yo, I'm fucking tired. It hits me like a fucking just like a freight train immediately. I'm like, I'm gonna just go to bed. Fuck it, I'll do it in the morning. Like this is one way I could tell I'm getting old. And also the best thing was there's a bunch of people with like loud exhausts and whatever, like, you know, loud cars and whatever driving past, you know, 100, 200 some fucking complete fucking nerds standing in line for a children's video game console. At fucking 2 a.m. These dudes just like, I'm like, who are you trying to impress?
Well, you got a small cock, asshole. Like,
it's like, buddy, we're over here spending $400 for a children's video game console to play fucking Mario Kart. Like, you're not impressing anybody here. Please leave. This is not a car show, my dude. And I said that every time it passed. At some point, it just became like second instinct. Like, my brain was just like, oh, well, yeah, we're standing in line for a children's fucking gaming console. What are you doing? It was that was fucking funny. But yeah, 2:45. I'm home. Data's like, oh, text me when you're home. I'm like, all right. She went to bed at like 11:30. Like, I text her 2:45 in the morning. I'm like, hey, back home with the Switch. I'm fucking tired. I'm gonna go to bed.
She wakes up in the morning and goes, 2:45? What the fuck?
She literally calls me in the morning because she calls me before she goes to work. And she's like, how did you get home at 2:45? So I had to explain it to her. I explained the whole thing to her. And she's like, you were a menace to yourself. I'm like, and she's like, do you want to like, I shouldn't have called you. I should have let you sleep. I'm like, no. It's good that I'm up. That way I can set up my Switch.
So Rob, go ahead, Jason.
No, I was gonna say, I hope mine gets here like early enough tomorrow too, so that way I can set it up. It's like, I'm like itching, like I'm getting antsy.
Listen, man, if you want to swing by and play some Mario Kart, you know,
I might take you up on that if it doesn't show up tomorrow.
I'll see if Cap's around. You know, we'll play some Mario Kart.
Everything is pointing to it showing up tomorrow morning.
Okay.
It's probably in Pennsylvania by now.
So, you saying like the people driving past while you guys are getting a fucking children's video game console, reminded me of what it's like to have an anime convention in the middle of Detroit.
Oh boy.
because like I live in Michigan, right? And there's a anime convention called Youmacon in Detroit every year, right? And when I was like in high school, I used to go to it all the time. And it was the weirdest thing because it was in two buildings, right? It was on the river, and there's these two buildings that was there, and like all like the dealer stuff and like the panels would be in one building, and like the game room and like concerts and shit would be in this other building, right?
Mm.
Excuse me. And so you have to walk back and forth a lot. And so in the middle of Detroit, well, not like the middle of Detroit, but like in like a downtown Detroit, you would have people dressed up in cosplay and all these nerds like and all that shit like walking around, right? Like these nerdy people, and you'd have guys trying to fucking sell their 4-song mixtape to them on the street, and not letting them leave until they bought it. I was literally 15, and some guy's like, "Yo, you want my mixtape? $5." I'm like, "Nah, I'm good." He goes, "Come on, I'll take anything for it." And I was like, "I have $1 in my wallet, I guess." And I gave him $1, and I had this guy's mixtape. It was awful. And I was 15, and I was like, I don't know how to deal with the situation. I've never been to experience this because I was a fucking freshman in high school. And my buddy was like, "Why the fuck did you buy that? You don't do that." And I'm like, I was peer pressured. He wouldn't let me leave.
Hey, listen, it was cash. It's something you could very easily just disregard. You're probably fine.
It was $1. It was $1.
It was $1.
Yeah, and I held on to that guy's mixtape for. I probably still have it somewhere. I don't fucking know where it's been.
So,
dude,
10 years.
if you
way too
unearth
long.
it,
That's
that'd be
it.
crazy.
Way too long.
This
I don't think I'd
this
find it,
brings
but-
me to a question, because like I always get confused. A mixtape, is that
Yeah.
like your own shit, or is that a collection of your favorite shit to give to other people?
It can be both.
It can be both. Okay,
It is just a collection of things that you put on a CD yourself.
right.
or
And it
tape
could be
yourself.
it could be your own music, or it could be your
Yes.
favorite music. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So
It was like
it just,
playlist before like all these fans like Spotify and like Apple Music and all that. It's
Yeah.
like listen to the
Yeah.
podcast there, by the way.
Yeah.
Podcast plug.
Yeah. Hey, do you have an audio thing that plays podcasts? We're probably on it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, everybody walks around with a cell phone in their pockets.
Yeah.
Did you know that with that cell phone and around like $11.99 every month, you could watch the greatest podcast up and
It
coming?
is specifically your fault that we don't have 7 billion viewers right now because you won't pull that cell phone out of your pocket and fucking hit the little funny green app and play the Teacher 101 podcast on repeat. It is specifically your fault.
It could also be on YouTube. It comes pre-downloaded, for Christ's sake.
Oh yeah, dude. Like what are you doing? Fucking idiot.
Degen 101.
And you know what? While you're at it, just subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah. And follow
Yeah,
our
you
Twitter.
fucking
Yeah.
Follow us on Twitter.
Asshole.
Idiot.
And TikTok. Everywhere.
God.
Do it.
I like the idea of doing a plug and insulting everybody listening to the.
Yeah, can this plug be our first like TikTok?
No, absolutely not.
Why?
No, I think it could be funny if we edit it properly to show that it's sarcastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hey, man, if you wanna, Jason, if you wanna do that, I go for it.
We'll see.
Or Mandingo, if you wanna do that?
I don't know what I got cooking up.
This
in,
is the,
in
this
the
this
old
is a this is
noggin.
a you not we type of situation.
Mm.
Anyway.
Me does not equal we.
We, not we.
Anyway,
We, not we, you.
Rob. What?
Rob has forgotten how to say words.
I only know how to say
I would
Nintendo
too.
consoles.
I got something I would like to discuss. It is video game related. So
I'm
should-
good. Just kidding. Go ahead.
Well, now I don't want to.
Wait, no, please.
Okay, fine.
Wait, James, I want to hear it.
Oh,
I
Rob,
wanna hear it.
Please,
Democracy.
please. I was doing a funny. And I regret my
no,
funny,
you're
so I
a fucking
apologize for the
asshole.
funny.
This is for these two.
Damn!
I apologize for the funny, and I would like to hear your discussion.
Okay, so as you guys know, we did a funny Wreckfest video, and we had a Cody Rhodes bit, right?
Yep.
Well, I'm scrolling Twitter and I see a thing that says Cody Rhodes' top 5 video games of all time. I want to hear your guys' reactions to its top 5 video games of all time.
Zelda. It's Zelda.
Oh, hold on.
Breakfast.
Okay.
Ding ding ding, Rob's the winner. Number
It all comes full
5.
circle.
Number 5. This one is near and dear to all of us right now. Ghost of Tsushima.
Ooh.
Good
Based.
choice. Good choice. Good
Based.
choice.
Yeah,
Good
definitely.
Number 4. Halo Combat Evolved.
choice. Okay, this guy's a gamer.
Number,
I knew he was, but
Yep. Number 3. Red Dead Redemption 2.
Okay.
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 Okay. Okay.
Red Dead 2.
Kind of a normie gamer choices, but I get it.
A
They're
little
all
bit.
fucking phenomenal games.
Yeah.
Number 2. Metal Gear Solid.
A big normie guy. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And then number 1. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, I mean, again,
mean-
all like normie choices, and it kind of fits Cody because he's just. How do you explain Cody to somebody who doesn't know who Cody is?
A cartoon
You got hit by a
character.
car in a Wreckfest video. That's what.
That's
how you explain.
He is a walking cartoon character. This guy, this fucking guy. So there's a whole thing about like when wrestlers retire, like they leave their boots in the ring, right? And they call it a career, right?
Okay.
This fucking guy gets beaten by somebody debuting, and for no reason, no indication that his career was ending, leaves his boots in the ring and walks away. And then he shows up again next week. The boots in the ring for no reason. He was just trying to like get attention or something. He did a fucking gender reveal during a wrestling show, and everyone was like, "Why are you doing this? This is weird." And dude, there's so much. I should do like a whiteboard video. We talked about these explaining Cody Rhodes lore.
There seems to
it
be a
is
lot
deep.
there, so.
Dude, I can't. There's a lot there, but yeah. Anyways, those games are like I said, they're all good games. They're just like nothing like that isn't like universally loved or like well known though. And I think like when you have a games list, there's always that one niche game that you really like
Yeah,
that not a lot
for
of people
sure.
have played or heard of.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a
So-
real gamer.
Yeah, we're gatekeeping gamer. That's our word.
Yep.
Gatekeeping gamer.
We're,
You have to
we're
say
gatekeep
gamer.
gamers.
Gamer?
Gamer?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Do we also have to put our pointer fingers together with our thumbs out and like just go back and forth with them? You don't know what I'm visioning, do you?
I have
The
no
little
idea
like
what the fuck
ooh,
you're
the
talking
little
about.
ooh finger
the
thing,
ooh-woo?
where you do like finger guns, but you like point them together. And
Yeah. And you're like,
yeah.
Oh,
God.
yeah.
yeah. It's like for me, for me.
Yeah. Yeah, wow. Yeah, I have a question for you guys.
What's up?
Okay.
As we've discussed last week, my brain does not stop running, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I had a thought at work the other day, right? I was thinking I forgot why, but I was thinking about ninjas, right? And I was thinking like, man, ninjas are like the silent killers, like they're so good at killing, but like doing it quietly. And I was like, but like wait, like assassins exist, and their whole thing is doing it quietly and getting the job done without being caught. So if we rented out a 3-story office building, right, that had like stuff in it, we just rented out the building, and we put like the ninja at the bottom and put the assassin at the top and gave them 10 minutes of prep time each and told them they cannot leave until they kill the other one, who would win?
Ooh.
Oh.
This is a good question.
On like paper,
Can
I want
I-
to say ninja, but I thought about it and I was like,
See, off rip, I want to say
think
assassin.
the assassin.
Wait.
Yeah.
Hold on. And so like a ninja, you're talking about like a very specific thing. Assassins could be like different things. Like are we
Hitman,
talking about like
Hitman Agent 47 type assassin.
so then the assassin is winning. More
Yeah.
technology. He has
Yeah,
more
but, like-
technology at his disposal.
But the ninja is better at hiding and like get
But
drop.
the
like,
assassin
drop.
is going to be better at tracking.
Yeah. He'd like
Yeah,
notice
but
like the
I
one
think the
like little
ninja-
thing that's off and be like, oh shit.
I think ninjas are also really good at tracking though. And I think it comes down to it. Ninjas are better as an up close fighters as well.
But the thing is that Ninja's not going to get up close because the assassin's just going to gun him down.
Yeah, the assassin's going
Yeah.
to hide 2 stories away with the sniper rifle and just
Well, no, they're in the same building.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
forced to be in the
they
same
were-
building, yes.
okay. But still, like he could be like tucked away in the back corner of the top corner of the top floor, and like as soon as the ninja comes up,
bang, dead.
Here's a question I think we need to answer before we get into this like fight. Death battle should make this fight, but
Have they
Uh,
not?
I don't know if they don't specific. I mean, like I'm thinking like generic things, but anyways, can as long as they don't like touch like the street, can they go out the window and go back in a different window outside the building?
No.
Yeah, okay, I'm leaning towards no, but
No.
I think it would definitely give the advantage to the ninja for sure.
I agree.
I think event system is fine. Outside the building is disqualification.
You have to stay within the bounds of the physical building.
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay, what if we like? Because I feel like they're both gonna wait. So what if we have like a Fortnite or like PUBG thing where like their area gets filled with gas and they have to like finally they have to move down and like eventually they're gonna have to meet up. Well, I mean,
eventually
they're gonna.
You close off the third and first floor eventually, right? That's where they're starting, right? So they eventually get forced to the second floor.
Well, here's my original thought, right? It's like they can't leave until the other one's dead. So eventually they're gonna get desperate because they need, they'll die if they don't eat or drink water, right? So like eventually there's gonna be desperation where they have to do it, or they just both die because they both just get stubborn and wait. But
no,
like,
I don't think that would happen.
No, I don't think so either. But like I'm talking like top of the game ninja versus the top of the game assassin, like a professionally trained assassin versus a professionally trained ninja.
I think I'm leaning team assassin here.
I think it's gotta be the assassin.
I was hoping we have more of like an argument about this. Rob, what do you think?
I kind of have to lean more towards team assassin because it's like, again, assassin just has better weapons.
There's just more to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I wonder like what like if there are modern ninjas today, what weapons they would use.
We'll never know because they're ninjas.
I guess that's true. You don't think there's modern ninjas out there? Let me look up modern ninja. Hold on.
It's just the Twitch streamer.
Modern. Yeah, this whole time I've been talking about the blue-haired shit.
A modern ninja in today's context often refers to someone who embodies the core ninja principles of stealth,
that's AI.
adaptability, and okay.
The Google AI is fishy at best.
I find it to be fairly accurate.
In my personal experience,
that's gonna be our argument.
In my personal experience, I've had like good, like not good, but like it's just feasible answers with it. Like it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. But...
Yeah, I'm not like ride or die AI, but like it generally gives me like correct information.
Generally, I hate AI.
I know you don't like AI. I'm adapting to it.
Generative AI is a scourge.
I will say the fucking AI fucking like sitcom things I'm seeing on TikTok are so funny though.
If you do AI art, fuck you. That's what I gotta say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Generative AI, go fuck yourself.
Have you guys seen those like AI sitcoms that like completely made by AI that are just like bits in like sitcoms?
No, I usually skip those. No. I don't find them entertaining.
Oh my dude, they're so fun. They're such like dry, funny humor. I love them.
I just don't find it entertaining.
I
don't like AI stuff jokes. That much. Like it's just.
You know how they say it's all in the details when you're selling online. Packaging is one of those details that can make a huge difference, and that's where Midwest Custom Box comes in. They're based right in the heart of the country, Joplin, Missouri. So not only are their boxes all American made, but their central location means you get faster delivery and lower shipping costs no matter where you are in the US.
Whether you're running an Etsy shop, launching a new product, or just want to level up your brand experience, Midwest Custom Box helps you think inside the box with custom packaging that makes your product feel like a gift.
I love the way they focus on quality, craftsmanship, and helping small businesses stand out, and their customer service is next level. So if you're ready to upgrade your unboxing game, check them out at MidwestCustomBox.com or give them a follow on Instagram at MidwestCustomBox.
Again, that's MidwestCustomBox.com because they don't just ship boxes, they ship first impressions.
So I found a website called wayoftheninja.com.
Okay, I wish it was a .org, but continue.
Weird preference. So they have a button that says start trading, which I'm going to hit in a second, but I want to show you guys what I'm looking at on this screen, specifically one part of it. Hold on. Let me just you see anything interesting in this picture?
Wait, what's happening?
What's going on?
Oh, general, okay.
Ninja history. That is a
My
fucking
boy
Naruto
Jiraiya.
ninja.
It's like-
That's just Jiraiya.
My boy Jiraiya chilling. Tale of the. Oh. Apparently Jiraiya is like actual folklore.
Yeah, but that's not the folklore Jiraiya. That's the Naruto Jiraiya.
Wait, I'm gonna hit start training. 5-day parkour quick training guide for beginners. How to wake up in the just change. How to wake up in the morning with energy. Military hack. All right, what do we got?
Probably just go to bed early.
That's a good point, Jason.
Oh, you have to wake up and do exercise.
I'm okay.
I'm not a morning person.
I swear to God, it's gonna make me feel more tired
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, time to take a
by
nap.
the end of the fucking day.
I think this is just like a parkour training.
I mean,
It's some white dude's interpretation of ninjas.
Why? There's a headline on here of stories about ninjas and training in martial arts as a dwarf. Parkour
I'm sorry,
skills to
what?
overcome anxiety. Apparently, this title is training in martial arts as a dwarf.
I thought we were like ninjas.
I'm just reading the website.
I thought this was ninjas, man.
Middle-aged karate mom, case study interview.
Guy's just looking for his type.
I feel like we should message this guy and see if he'll train all of us in like, for like a video.
That would be a fun video.
That would be interesting.
That would be yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see if he has a. You guys talk about something. Let's see if he has a contact.
That would remind me of like Moist Critical style videos.
Yeah. Or like
Where it's like, oh, we brought this random guy in and he's gonna train me and my 3 friends to do this stupid thing. We're not gonna take it seriously
Wait.
at all.
do you remember that one guy on TikTok who would like train you like how to do self-defense, but it would be like really wrong?
Yeah, it was just
And I
really
think Moist
bad.
Critical
Oh,
brought
dude,
him
that guy
on.
in, yeah.
dude, that guy's from Detroit. Dude, I know what you're talking about. That guy, like the guy who's like they'll be shooting the gun. He just
be
kind of
like-
grabs it
It's
and
like,
moves
oh,
it.
if there's a gun to your head, this is what you do, and you like jabs the guy's arm and like twists the gun. It's like the guy's just gonna fucking
Yeah,
shoot you if you move.
that guy works for like the Detroit Police Department.
So here's the thing, and Logan, this isn't to boost your ego. Why is everybody from Detroit? Like, I feel like every time like you talk about someone, like I feel like somebody goes like, yeah, you know he's from Detroit. Am I crazy?
A very interesting city with a lot
Yeah.
of different melting pots and cultures here.
Yeah.
Like, cause I feel like everyone's either from like obviously New York, Boston, California, and then or Detroit. And Detroit doesn't get like talked about as being like, you know,
No, listen.
like
Here's the top like, however many: New York, Boston, Detroit, California, Florida, Texas.
yeah. Hold on.
That's
famous
the correct
people
list in that
from
order.
Detroit.
And then maybe like after
Uh,
Texas, you throw in like a Chicago and be like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Chicago has its people. Let's see. This is probably not the best. Wait, Steve Ballmer, like the owner of Microsoft, is from here? Huh. Yeah, he's the chief executive
Ooh,
officer.
becoming
Oh,
a
he
modern
was.
ninja.
Back on the ninja thing.
No, because I
Uh,
forgot I was on the Google page, and I
I'll have politics.
on
then?
Isn't Twitch streamer Ninja from Detroit?
So no, he's a Detroit fan, but I think his family Detroit, but I think he's from Milwaukee. A list of movie.
He
radio,
was born in
television.
Detroit, Michigan, but he was raised in Chicago suburbs.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, Tim Allen's from Detroit or Michigan. I don't know if he's from.
You know, there was a fucking thing going around on Facebook the other day that my Dana's mom, I fell for this.
Kristen
Apparently that.
Bell?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm people from Detroit.
There was a fucking
Bruce
thing.
Campbell, let's go.
I had
Rob
to disprove it. I
fucking
disproved it so fucking fast. That Tim Allen was fucking in a car accident and died. I'm like, there's no fucking way I haven't heard about this if it did actually happen. Sure enough, a fucking half-second Google search later, and we had to tell Dana's mom, like, hey, yeah, Tim Allen's alive. Don't believe everything you say on Facebook.
Yeah, it's
You know,
really
the
funny
old gotta tell your parents that Facebook's a fucking disease.
Remember when all the adults were like, "Don't believe everything you see on the internet"?
Yeah.
And now AI is like
Yeah.
so weird that like they're just believing the most random shit.
When I was a kid, right, my grandma saw a post on Facebook that The Rock died, right? And she's like, "You gotta keep all of your Rock like little action figures," because I had like the wrestling toy. She'd be like, "You have to keep all your Rock action figures in good shape. You know, they're gonna be worth a lot of money someday. He's dead." I'm like,
Oh my god.
"He's not dead." I was like, "What are you talking about?" So I looked up, did The Rock die? Nope. Shocker.
Wow.
So
I'm like he's still around, Grandma. He's all good.
here's one I didn't know. Chris Hansen is from Michigan.
Oh,
That's
I'm Chris
interesting.
Hansen.
yeah.
Yeah, like that's Butch Hartman, the guy who created fucking Fairly Odd Parents, is from here.
I don't
The
know
guy
if
who
you guys
stole a
know a
bunch
lot
of
about
art.
Butch Hartman, but he is a character if you look into stuff
He's
about
kind
him.
of
really
crazy.
Ken Jeong's from here.
All right, Logan, you should
yeah.
make a tier list of all the celebrities from Detroit, and we'll make the tier list.
Eminem is number one, obviously. That's like no brainer. Yes, he's the biggest Detroit representative out there.
We'll make the tier list, and we'll do something with that someday maybe.
Oh, look, I put like a list together of people from here, and then you guys like rank them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure, why not? Or we just do like
Yeah,
an actual
yeah.
tier list of people from Detroit.
Well, I can't be a part of that because I feel like I'm biased. You guys would have to rank them like based on your knowledge. I think that'd be more fun.
Yeah.
So I can put the list together.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Sam
saying.
Raimi's from here. Original Spider-Man director. Oh, by the way, the guy who played or J.K. Simmons, the guy who played J. Jonah Jameson's from here. Big Detroit Tigers fan.
That's Omni-Man, bro.
Yeah, it is Omni-Man. Yeah, we have Omni. If
Think
there's a
Mark.
fight between all of the superheroes based on where they're from, their actors are from, we got fucking Omni-Man. We win.
So just because we're like kind of jumping around these topics,
Rob Williams,
I
too.
got led to the streamer ninjas Wikipedia page,
Oh
and I'm
boy.
just like I'm like scrolling because I'm like I need something to do with my hand.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I just see in like bold letters defining like like a section of his Wikipedia page, like a category of his Wikipedia page, and it's just low taper fade.
Still going
That
on.
is something that is on Wikipedia on the internet forever.
Low taper fade. It was a big meme, man, to be fair.
It was a big
I
meme
guess
for like
I'm-
a week, and then he's still dragging it.
Yeah, like I've heard about low taper fade, but I like didn't know like how big it was.
It's still
Imagine if
he's still doing it.
Yeah.
So
Gained attention for getting a low taper fade haircut after clips of Twitch streamer and singer-songwriter Eric Doa singing "Imagine if Ninja Got a Low Taper Fade" went viral on TikTok. Hold
So,
on, my brain isn't. Sorry, go ahead.
Alice Cooper is from Michigan, which is relevant to me and Dean because we just saw him in concert recently. Very good
Alice
concert.
Cooper is pretty sick.
Dude, he got his head chopped off. It was sick.
Oh, that's what it looks like. Okay.
Anyways, continue. Sorry, I just wanted to point.
No,
that out.
I was like, my brain wasn't like, what does a low taper fade look like? So now I'm looking at pictures of low taper fades.
What is a low taper fade?
It's
Wow,
kind of a
what a-
douchey haircut. I don't like it.
It is kind of a
So-
douchey haircut, isn't it?
Surprising
Yeah.
amount of porn stars from Detroit. Interesting.
Any we would know.
Hold on. Let me go back up. I think. Hold on. I gotta find it.
Yeah, is there any like
Brandy
really
Love.
any really famous ones?
Now I gotta look up porn stars from Detroit. Hold on.
I love how this is what this episode is devolving
Yeah, what is this
into.
episode of the podcast, dude?
Hey, it's we're recording it late and we're tired.
It's almost
We
Rob,
started
did you
midnight.
with
know-
Nintendo Switch
Did
stories.
you know from our high school the only notable alumni was a porn star?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What? She fell
Yeah.
off a roof into a pool and died, right?
Yep.
What the
Like, broke
Oh,
her
fuck?
did
neck.
she die?
I think she died. I'm pretty sure she's dead.
Hold on.
Do
I
you
forget
guys
her
want to say
name.
her name or no?
No.
I'm not gonna say her name, but I heard about the roof thing. I just don't know if she died.
I was pretty
Okay,
sure she's dead.
I looked at this list and I didn't see anyone I recognized.
Notable
Oh,
alumni.
that's just. Oh, okay. This is just an actual porn site. Oops.
Okay, we actually have more notable alumni now. It's okay.
It's a great porn name. One of them's name is Barbie Cummings.
That's good.
Oh, they took her off of the Wikipedia page, Rob.
All right, I'm done looking at people from Detroit.
Don't look at porn.
yeah.
Porn time.
Yeah. Hey, you guys remember what the game What Are the Odds was? I think I've explained it to you guys before, right?
What are the odds?
What are the odds?
Oh,
So
I thought you
basically,
said
what
water.
happens is, I'll say like I'll present to you. I'll say, what are the odds you put like on I'm coming out post on Facebook, right? Just an example, and then you would pick a number 1 through 100 to set the odds. So if you said like 20, for example, we then after you pick your number, me and you at the same time have to say a number 1 through 20, and if I say the same number as you, you have to do it. Right? That's how the game works.
Okay.
So Mandingy, what are the odds that you do a 1 hour stream of you just doing Fortnite dances the entire time for the channel?
Like for Degen 101?
Yeah. I mean, it could also be on your main channel. We can upload it as a video too. I don't care. But yeah, what are the odds you do this stream?
Why is this directed at me specifically?
You're the Fortnite guy.
I would not call myself the Fortnite guy.
What are the odds?
1 to 100?
Yeah, you can pick any number between there. I feel like 100 would be something that you would never do in your life. Like, I feel like this is something that you wouldn't like doing, but you would do it.
I'll give you 50. We'll get
okay.
some meat at the middle.
This will be decent. So it's honor system here. So I'm going to be recording this. If you cheat, I'll know. You ready?
Wait,
I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, and then you say number 1 through 50, and if we say the same number, you have to do it.
Okay.
Okay. There is a rule too, by the way, that if you say 2, it's a 50-50 shot, and if I don't get it, then I would have to do it. But
I didn't know that before.
I'm gonna use that now. I should have said that first.
Yeah, you should have said that before. Hold on.
We'll do 50. For the first time here.
Fuck you.
Because
okay.
well the 2 is like
you just didn't.
It's
you just wanted to see me do fucking Fortnite dances.
Yeah,
I do.
I was afraid of having to do it.
I do. Well, it's like those are for like you don't pull those out often. It's kind of like fuck you thing, but all right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
49.
39.
I said
fuck, I was 10 off.
I said 49. Wow.
I said 39. Damn it.
Line.
Damn it. All right,
Not
well,
today, Bucko.
that's yeah. And feel free if any of you have those kind of questions to throw them at us individually, because I think it's a fun way to fuck with people here. I think it'd be fun.
I really did not want to do Fortnite dances for an hour straight.
No, it's mostly gonna be things you don't want to do, and we'll have to think of like a punishment for like if you refuse to do it. But I feel like that'd be like a fun like little thing we could have as a returning bit on the podcast.
I guarantee you, most of the time, I'm gonna take the punishment.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys are fucking. Dude, I'm trying to make content here. All right.
And I don't know. I was gonna try and say.
Trying to keep my goddamn sanity, bruh.
Oh, you still have that?
Partially.
What if instead of like launch codes or like a button to launch nukes, the president had a presidential Alexa, and he had to go Alexa, bomb Yemen or whatever the fuck.
Bruh.
That's terrible.
Actually,
I feel like that could
awful.
go really bad really fast.
What if
feel like that would be-
What if he's talking in hypothetical and forgets that it's there and goes, "Oh fuck."
Yeah, that was my first thought. He's talking to his assistant named Alexa, and he's like, Alexa, should I bomb this country?
and you hear Alexa go, "I don't think that's a good idea."
And then you hear the machine go,
Launching
bombing
in 3,
Yemen.
2. Alexa, I'm not sure how I feel about
Oh man.
Alexa,
Do
I
you
am
think,
not.
do you think Donald Trump's Siri responds to him? Like when he says, "Hey Siri," or do
I
you
don't think he knows
his
what.
speech-
I think
He
he's
has
very
to.
misogynistic to his Siri.
like a Siri, a Siri, Siri, a Siri,
She doesn't
bomb
respond.
Yemen.
Alexa, bomb Elon Musk. God, what a
Alexa,
fucking
remove
show.
Elon Musk
Not
contact.
to get overly political, but I love the genre of video that I've been seeing recently,
genre-
Uh-oh.
where it's
You cut
like
out.
Trump was born to be a gay man. It's just someone dubbing over like Trump's speech in like a very like flamboyant, stereotypical, like gay like area like way, and it's just
So-
funny. Like it just works.
That's
I brought up. I said that. I thought of that at while I was just doing something the other day. I don't know how it got crossed exactly, but I was first thinking about I was thinking about Attack on Titan, and I read something about the president or whatever, and I was like, what would be every president's favorite anime? And obviously, Donald Trump's Attack on Titan. I don't need to explain that one. For multiple reasons and seasons that I won't spoil for those in the call who have not watched it.
I think Obama loves a good idol anime like a K-On!
Really?
Or a Toradora. I feel like he's so like we the people, but like on the inside he's
I
like
think-
just jamming it to K-On!
He's
think
like, I
he'd be a
fucking love
sports anime
Bochi the
guy.
Rock.
Yeah.
I could definitely see Obama being a sports
My-
anime guy.
My fellow Americans, I love Bochi the Rock. I can see him being like a sports anime guy. Like the real question is like, what would like Bill Clinton be? What would he be a fan of? That's like where I get stuck. 'Cause
What
I'm like,
would Clinton be a fan of?
there's definitely a joke there. It'd probably be like a very like over the top anime that has like a really fucked up like scene. That's like with a woman because you know like the whole fucking Monica Lewinsky thing. But like I couldn't think of one.
The joke just wouldn't come.
Oh man, like JFK. There's probably a joke there somewhere, about people getting like their heads popped off. I don't know. I think there's a lot of potential in just thinking of that.
Oh god. But what anime is that? Were they? Oh no, you know what? I'm thinking of The Boys.
Oh
I'm
yeah, the
thinking of
head
The
popper.
Boys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what I'm
Great
thinking
show.
about.
Great show.
Great show.
I love. Are you caught up?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I can't
Yeah.
wait for season 5.
Me
You want to watch
too.
season 5 together? Oh wait, actually, Gen V2 season 2 comes out this year.
I never watched the first season.
Oh, you should. It wasn't
good?
it wasn't as good as The Boys, but I did like it more than I thought I would.
I think sorry, going back to the anime thing. I think
Mm-hmm.
George W. Bush is really into One Piece. I think he's sitting there in the White House living room going, "Yeah, go Luffy, kill Crocodile, yeah," and it's like reminding. Oh, that I don't know if I should.
No,
I
go
was
for
gonna
it. Go
make a
for it.
joke
I'll
'cause
censor it
there's
out
a-
if you want.
I was gonna, and it reminds him of what he's doing to with the war in Iraq at the time.
It reminds me
But
of
we
the war in
can-
Iraq.
we can cut that one out if we don't like that.
No, I'm fine with that, dude. I don't care. What would Biden's be?
Biden's kind of have like a slice of life.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
No,
Biden's
do you know
a
what
slice
he
of
likes?
life, man.
Do you guys know what Wodakai is?
No.
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 Oh, so Wodakai is a romance anime, but the gimmick is they're both gamers.
I thought you could say they're both gay.
Gamers.
No, but like they're both or I think one's a gamer and one's whatever. But I feel like that specific niche is Biden or Rent a Girlfriend.
Yeah.
What would
Joe
Richard
Biden
Nixon
loves the
be?
quintessential quintuplets.
It would
Biden's a big quintessential quintuplets fan.
it would have to be for Nixon something that has like a large conspiracy theory in it because like Watergate was a thing. What was George Washington's?
What's the first anime ever made?
Hold on. First
'Cause it'll be that one.
anime.
I feel like George
Ever
Washington's favorite anime is
made.
Kingdom.
Is what?
Is Kingdom, because it's a war anime, and he was like a big war guy.
You know what? I
big
feel like
war hero.
I feel like he would be like what am I trying to think of? Oh God, what I can't. Why am I losing the fucking name of the studio? What am I? It makes all the movies and shit. I'm blanking.
Studio
Holy
Ghibli?
shit. Yes, thank you. Big Studio Ghibli guy.
Kind of an off-topic question, but
Hold on, I have the first anime
yeah.
ever made here. The oldest surviving example of Japanese animation is widely considered to be Namakura Gatana Blunt Sword, created in 1917.
Ooh.
Wow.
While earlier works may have existed, Namakura is the only one known to have survived and is a silent film that was only a few minutes long. We should watch it and review it.
Yeah, I'm down for that. That sounds
Yeah,
fun.
actually, that'd be interesting.
That would be interesting.
So I'll write that down.
What were you gonna say, Jason?
I'm gonna make us a spreadsheet of ideas.
So talking about George Washington made me think about this. When do you think we stopped speaking in British accents?
Okay, so all right. No,
That's a
I
good
have.
question.
Okay. No. Because you guys clearly don't. Okay, so the stereotypical like British accent that as we understand it today didn't exist about 150 years ago. It only came around about 150 years ago. So,
Okay.
if you were to go back in time to colonial America and start speaking in a stereotypical British accent, they'd look at you like you were a fucking maniac.
I kind of want to try it.
Because their accent was so different. I don't remember what dialect it's closest to, but it's basically a dead or almost dead dialect of British English that is basically closest to what colonial Americans would have spoken. This is a strange thing to know.
Yeah.
But like this is So they spoke a completely different dialect of English, and it wasn't British, because British, like our quote unquote British, the Queen's English wasn't around yet. And then what we can say, I mean, obviously our American accent wasn't around yet, so it was like this weird like early English like mesh that wasn't truly like England English, and it wasn't American English, and it wasn't like ye old English, but it wasn't modern English. It was very like distinct, and it's so interesting because people think that Americans we came over from colonial we come over from England to colonial America speaking the Queen's English. We didn't exactly speak the Queen's English. A lot of that accent is actually fairly new.
I'm glad I asked that question. I learned so much.
That's really interesting.
I have a feeling. I've envisioned this episode where we're talking about nonsense and Rob just has his head like his arm on his desk and his head in his hand, just being like, these fucking idiots talking about fucking British accents and a fucking argument game. Like, I feel like this is the Rob like disappointment 2 episodes.
No. Because this is it's really, really funny, because the first episode I went off about bananas because
you did do that.
Remember? I went off about bananas.
Yep.
And now and now you guys bring up like, when did we stop speaking the Queen's English? We never spoke it.
So basically,
it came about after colonial America separated from England. That's why Australian English is actually very close to the Queen's English, because it came about later.
Our roles in this podcast are me, James, and Jason just bring up random bullshit, and Rob emphatically corrects us on our stupid bullshit questions.
I pull out some dumb bullshit chilling in the back of my head because I go on tangents and I learn about random shit, and it just stays in here. You could ask me about math or fucking like English grammatical terms or any of this other stuff that I should have learned in school, and I definitely did learn in school, and I just have not retained at all. and you can ask me something from the exact same time, like something I learned in high school, and that I've never used since, and I probably would be able to tell you it if it didn't have anything to do with actual curriculum.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
It's really dumb. I like to call it a cesspool of information.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No,
It's
it's
in
a
your email.
I guess
Huh?
I just need to start asking Rob random things he might know. Like if
Honestly,
I'm ever pondering something, I'll be like, maybe Rob will know.
do it. Either I'll ponder with you, or I'll tell you the fucking answer.
Yeah, either you're gonna ponder
Or
with
the
it, or
answer
you're
to
gonna go
my
figure it out 'cause
my
you'll get fucking
knowledge, and I'll be
curious.
like, wait a minute, am I right? Am I wrong? Let me go find out again.
And then he'd be like, hey, by the way, like 2 days later, and we'll have a whole conversation about it.
Yeah, I love
guys
doing that. I think it's so much fun.
You guys should have something in your email inbox. right
Should
now.
we email? You sent it to my email?
Yeah, it's
Bro,
a
how'd you know
Google
that?
fucking doc. How do I know your email?
You're not supposed
You're
to
a
know.
Google Doc.
It's a secret.
You're a Google Doc.
I'm a
Yeah,
Google
you're
Doc.
right.
I don't know.
You're
I'm
a
just
Google
saying
Doc.
things I'm
He,
tired,
she,
to be
we,
honest.
Yeah, I think we
Google
all are.
Doc.
But let's how do we fill the next 3 minutes? What do you guys want to talk about?
So,
How tired we
what's
are?
the deal with
I want to talk about why I
Jason?
haven't received an email.
You should have. I shared it with you. You should. It says
Oh,
that
it's
I.
so bright!
Yeah, it's mango. Oh my goodness! Whoa.
Yeah, no, that one.
Almost-
That one. The
almost
one that
said
the
it.
one that you said.
You know what? I'll censor. Yeah, you. I invited you as an editor. You should be able to see that. But
Oh,
if
it's
you
like a
wanna wait-
document?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were sending me an email.
No. Yeah, I'm sending you. Oh well, I just copied all your emails. Not what I meant to do. Why is that an
shared
option?
me? Oh,
I don't
content
like that it's not
spreadsheet. Okay,
fitting. I'm
got it.
fixing it.
Ah!
You can
God.
fix it all you want and make it dark mode, please. 'Cause I don't fucking know how to do that.
I don't think there's a dark mode.
You
on
need a
Google.
plugin to do that. It's
Yeah,
There is.
it's
Well,
individual
here's the
based.
thing.
Yeah,
Here's the
it's
thing,
not.
I'm looking at Google Sheets on my phone right now, and it's in dark mode.
See, the mobile version has dark mode.
Dark mode
That's
should be a
weird.
universally implemented thing into every software, and if it's not, you have a shitty
Wait.
software.
Yeah.
Wait, Opera has forced dark mode. Hold on, I'm cooking. Jason, you staying unfuckable or how's that going?
You know, having no sex here, having no sex there.
And then Jason will one day change his nickname and would be like, wait a minute, Jason, you're not the unfuckable anymore.
I'm the fuckable.
Jason's girlfriend will go log onto his Discord and just be like, you're the fuckable. What are you fucking talking about?
Shut the fuck up.
She's like, what? Why?
She's like,
Now,
how are you
we-
the
we
unfuckable?
asked
You know
about
what? No,
data.
you're the fuckable.
Jason, does your girlfriend listen to the podcast? And how fucked are
I-
you?
I don't think she listens to the podcast.
Would she listen
What's-
to the podcast?
And it's her
You
fault
know,
we don't
I
have
don't-
7 billion viewers.
I don't know. Well,
I want to see. If
you
you
should
don't bring it
probably-
up,
I'll
I'm bringing it
ask
up
her.
when we go to
I'll-
the escape room next week.
yeah, that's fair. You could yeah. I'll.
You should. Are
I
you
just don't
embarrassed of
think
our
I've-
podcast, Jason?
No. I just don't think I've I brought it up that we're doing stuff. I just don't think I've really explained the fullest extent of it.
You should text her right now and be like, "Hey, you should listen to Degen 101 podcast on Spotify."
I hope you
Apple
realize, Logan, it is
Podcast,
12:13.
I know.
Yeah,
I was
we're
trying to
gonna-
think
we
it'd be
should
funny.
wrap up.
Yeah, we should probably
God.
wrap up. That was
Yeah. So
that was a
good,
that was
good
a
episode.
fucking episode, wasn't
Yeah.
it? How many booms on the boom meter would you give that episode? Because I'm at like a 2.5 booms.
I was
No,
I was
how many-
also
how many
thinking
booms?
2.5.
Out of how many
Five
booms?
big booms.
You gave it 5 big booms?
I give it. You always give it 5 big booms. Everything gets
Nah,
5 big booms.
this episode gets a
No.
doom.
But
No,
you don't
no.
You don't
I'm
understand.
just kidding.
There is no scale.
It's
It's a phrase.
it's just 5 big
saw them-
booms or
It's
a
not
doom,
it's
honestly.
not a scale.
I saw them
It either
promoting
gets-
like a digital card opening. I don't know if it's NFTs, but it seemed like NFTs. And the fall off is beginning.
I hope the
Um,
Rizzler stays in our hearts.
I do too. The Rizzler
like-
deserves all the love.
I don't care if we lose Big AJ and Big Justice. I don't fucking care about those people. But the Rizzler, I want that kid to have the most successful future ever.
Yeah.
I want like the side characters of that universe to like go on and have major success doing something else, and like in like 15 years, someone was like fucking like Nardwar's interviewing him, and he goes, "So remember when you were fucking Uncle Ricky or whatever the fuck his name is on Big Justice and AJ's podcast?" And they're like, "How did you know, Nardwar?" You know.
Well, that's not how do you know, because like everyone knows who they are right now.
I know, but I'm just but like 20 years from now they might not remember it. Um,
All
but
right.
I had something. What was I gonna say? I'm losing my goddamn mind.
Well, you can tell everybody in the next episode. No,
I like how you
mean,
guys
unless we
said
wanna end it
everybody
there.
knows who they are now, and I have no fucking clue what's going on right now.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
gonna say, well, Rob is the best part about this is we're gonna get to explain so much to Rob in this podcast because he is not like a social media guy at all, and we are. I mean, I'm not chronically online as I used to be, but at one point I was very chronically online
Yeah.
and went down some rabbit holes for sure. Now I don't use Twitter. I use Reddit for news, and I use TikTok like an hour before bed, and that's about it.
I
See,
just go down
I
YouTube
have
rabbit holes.
not.
That's my whole thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I've
got
done
on
that
YouTube
too.
rabbit holes. I am not on TikTok. I've never been on TikTok. Not that I've never been like on TikTok, but I've never been like on TikTok. I have it like I've probably scrolled TikTok probably like maybe 3 hours total.
Hey, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I mean no, I mean if you wanted to add something immediately to that,
I would never mean to interrupt my good friend Rabbit Robert.
you've done
But
that before.
I know I have, and I'm sorry. Discord delay kind of sucks because there's like a pause. I'm like, oh, he's done talking, and then as I'm saying something, you'll start up again, and I'll be like, oh fuck, I interrupted him because Discord delay, and then I feel bad, and then
Discord's
I cry.
being a disc douche.
I was yeah, okay. Did I ever tell you guys like I think I told James this, but did I ever tell you guys like the reason I deleted Twitter and was like I don't want to fucking be on this app?
Elon Musk bought it.
No, that I was close there. I was close. I'll tell another story. We can go like an hour 15 maybe if we can make it. But I have a story
You can give
for
one
that
more
in a second.
story.
But no, the reason I deleted Twitter is it was the day the Aiden Ross Trump stream happened, and I was seeing all of the fucking like responses to it, and I was like, I don't want to see this. I don't want to be around this. I have no interest in this. We are fucking cooked as a society, and I have no. Yeah, I don't want to see Aiden Ross. And I don't want to see Donald Trump. I just don't want to be here, and this is what this is now. Because Elon was also a big Trump supporter at that time, so I was just like, you know what, peace. And I haven't gotten Blue Sky or anything like that because I just don't want to be on like an app like that anymore. I've been so much happier not being on one of those. I feel like I just don't feel like I don't doom scroll or I don't fucking like they would just make me feel like depressed sometimes going on those apps, and I'm glad I'm not on those anymore. But I can't even go back on Twitter anymore because my account is banned. Because
Oh yeah, I forgot the account's banned.
Right.
I don't know if I've told everyone in this call this story, but I was writing a college paper for a class about a career, right? And I was writing it about being like sports writing and media. And part of it was to interview somebody with 10 questions, right? And so I emailed a bunch of people about it and didn't really get a response back on it. Or they weren't available to like answer those questions or whatever the fuck. And it's the day the assignment's due, and it's like 20 like if I don't do it, the best grade I get's like an 85% on it, which is what I ended up getting. But it was like, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I haven't been on Twitter in a while. I'm gonna go on Twitter and I'm gonna try to DM somebody and be like, hey, can I just ask you these 10 questions for a college paper that will be featured in this paper? It would be a big help. And so I go on Twitter, I log in, I go to fucking DM this guy, and it says, "Oh no, sorry, you need Twitter Blue to DM people." And I'm like, okay, whatever. Like people who are that are not following you.
Yeah,
you need
it's like
Blue to DM
mutual
me. I'm like,
followers. You can't DM if you're not mutually following each other or some shit like that.
yeah. So I'm like, okay, if other DMs are open, whatever, fuck it. It was $8. I'm like, fuck it, I gotta get this done. I want to get a really good grade in this. Here's $8. I gotta do it, and they're like, dude, sorry, you need fucking Twitter Blue the premium deluxe edition for like $16. And I was like, this wasn't stated anywhere. This it wasn't very clear that you needed the $16 version to do DMs, right? It just said, hey, this is a Twitter Blue feature. Not Twitter Blue, the fucking
Supreme suck Elon's
ultra
dick. Like
yeah, like we're gonna make Twitter profitable, like, and then it's fucking worse. So at that point, I'm like, I've already spent $8 on this. I'm not spending more money on this. This is bullshit. And instead of adding an interview to this paper, I wrote a very strongly worded reason as to why I was canceling Twitter Blue. That included insults to Elon Musk and everything he stands for, and how he's like an evil incarnate in person, and he might be the devil in real life and shit like that. Like, it was like vicious stuff. And then I deleted Twitter again, right? And I forgot why, but me and my Degen were looking at Twitter for something, and he goes to my account and he can't look at anything, and I go check and my account's been suspended or banned or whatever the fuck they use for wording. And I can only assume it was from that. I think, let me see if I have the reason in my email, because I did find the reason at one point that they said. But, yeah, I just, like, I can't go on Twitter anymore, and I couldn't be happier about it. I think it's so funny. All because
I like to
was
think
like,
Elon
fuck you,
himself
Elon
saw
Musk.
your like message, cried a little,
I do
and
too.
then banned you.
I do too. I really like to think. I really like to think that he saw it.
He's like, I'm not
If
the
there's someone
fucking
who's
devil.
chronically online, it's fucking Elon.
Yeah.
So I can see him literally fucking looking at every single fucking Twitter thing.
I wish I would have like saved
He's like,
it.
man, I'm not the fucking devil. Fuck this guy. Ban him.
Fuck this guy. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Fucking yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if I can find this before we end. I'm sorry. Hold on. Yeah. That was my Twitter story. Oh, you know what? I'm looking at Twitter support. I should be looking at X.
Yeah.
Let me see what the X support email, because I think it was X at this time. Let's see.
It definitely was. It's been X for like almost 2 years now, I think.
Has it?
I think so. I want to say so.
That's
Stupid
disgusting.
decision.
I hate it.
Yeah, damn, it has been
And
2
I'm
years.
still never gonna call it that.
Well, yeah. Why would you change what the fuck it's called?
It's Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Twitter.
I mean,
Everybody knows
Republicans dead name things all the time.
Twitter's the only thing I'll ever fucking dead name.
Oof.
They get butthurt. I'm
Yeah.
not calling fucking Elon Musk's
it's
fucking
X.
cock baby X.
No, isn't it like XEIA12, but it's pronounced Ryan?
No, that's
Oh
his
no,
kid.
no, that's his child,
That's
not
his
his
kid.
social
Oh.
media site.
That's Elon's
yeah,
kid.
I'm pretty sure it's just pronounced X for his kid's name as well. He has a weird obsession with naming things X, and no one knows why.
He must love Kingdom Hearts.
No,
Wait,
he
bitch.
thinks he's a
Okay.
fucking like elite gamer. So he's like, oh, X,
Yeah.
X thing, X
Logan,
with the
Logan,
stuff.
do you get my reference?
X.
Elite gamer, yeah, fucking Path of whatever too.
No. He must love Kingdom Hearts, because everything is X.
Oh yeah, you're right. So I haven't been able to find the email, but I found the receipt for buying Twitter Blue. So I have a reference of when this might have been. But yeah, no, Elon is a character. And if I could do an entire podcast just saying why I don't like Elon Musk, I would, because I could probably fill an hour with reasons to not like Elon Musk.
Oh yeah.
My favorite top level Path of Exile 2 player.
Who had no fucking idea what was going on with his account.
My favorite getting boosted by
Yeah.
his kids an Overwatch player.
Yeah. Hold on. Account suspended. I'm gonna give this one more search, then we can end the episode, and I'll try to find it later and add it in later. Come on, where is it? think we're getting close. Oh, I found it. Okay. Hello, Logan. Your account, Calories19, has been suspended for violating X rules due to a user report, specifically for violating our rules against evading suspension.
What?
I have never been suspended on Twitter one time. That was the reason I got. And this was a week after I sent that message.
That's
it got back to Elon.
Oh yeah.
It had to have.
So yeah, that was that was my whole Twitter story. Okay, this episode's been long enough. We've been recording for like 3 hours now for podcasts.
Yeah,
I know,
right.
like 2 hours and like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But, or whatever the fuck. But
Yeah.
any closing thoughts, boys?
No, that's it for me.
I'm
sad
tired.
we won't be able to record a podcast for the next 2 weeks. I'm gonna miss doing it next week.
Yeah.
These are definitely a highlight of my week for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I love y'all, even though you guys are wrong about bonus content, but it's fine.
You're calling back
All
to the
right,
previous episode. Goddamn.
Fucking God.
I am, dude. I am. I'm calling back this shit.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.